ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Next question is, ethanol reacts with PBr3. Ethanol reacts with PBr3, X formation, X further alcoholic KOH, Y treatment with dilute H2SO4, Z. What are X, Y, Z compounds? Yes, here ethanol means C2H5OH, ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol reacts with PBr3, phosphorus tribromide. Nucleophilic substitution reaction takes place. Okay, nucleophilic substitution reaction. OH group is substituted by bromine. So, ethyl bromide, C2H5Br. This is X compound. Now, this ethyl bromide reacts with alcoholic KOH. Ethyl bromide CH3 CH2Br. Ethyl bromide on treatment with alcoholic KOH. What happened? Removal of hydrogen and bromide. It gives alkene, CH2 double bond CH2. This is Y compound. Now Y further reacts with dilute H2SO4. Okay, Y reacts with dilute H2SO4 is nothing but hydrolysis water. H plus attached to first carbon, OH group attached to second carbon. So CH3 CH2OH. This is Z compound. What are X, Y, Z? X is ethyl bromide, Y is alkene, and Z is ethyl alcohol. Okay, students? Yes, and one more question. When a mixture containing PCl3 and PCl5 is heated with ethyl alcohol, a total of 4 moles of ethyl chloride is formed. Mole ratio of PCl3 and PCl5 in the mixture. Yes, now PCl3 reacts with ethyl alcohol C2H5OH. It gives ethyl chloride C2H5Cl, 3 moles of ethyl alcohol, 3 moles of ethyl chloride plus byproduct is H3PO3. If PCl5 is reacts with ethyl alcohol C2H5OH, it gives ethyl chloride C2H5Cl and POCl3, phosphonyl chloride and HCl. Okay, now PCl3 PCl5 ratio just only 1 mole. So PCl3 and PCl5 ratio is 1:1 only. When ethyl alcohol is treated with PCl3 and PCl5, it is produced by only ethyl chloride. Now PCl3 PCl5 ratio is 1:1 only. Yes, and another one. Right, next, there are 4 alcohols P, Q, R, S which have 3 to 1 0 alpha hydrogen atoms respectively. Which one of the following will give an alkene when heated with copper? Okay, students, here alcohols are like this P, Q, R, S. P alcohol, it has 3 alpha hydrogens, 2 alpha hydrogens, 1 alpha hydrogen, here 0 alpha hydrogens. Okay, these alcohols are heated with copper. Heated with copper. Heated with copper. Which alcohol gives alkene? Which one is gives alkene? Okay, are you guessing? P, Q, R, S are alcohols. P alcohol, it contains 3 alpha hydrogens. Q alcohol contains 2 alpha hydrogens. R 1 alpha hydrogen. S alcohol is 0 alpha hydrogens. Which alcohol produces alkene when it is heated with copper? Right now, here 3 alpha hydrogens means, for example, if you take CH3OH, with respect to this OH group is alpha. So P, this is P alcohol. Next, Q alcohol, 2 alpha hydrogens like this CH3, CH2OH. With respect to this OH group, here alpha carbon, it has 2 alpha hydrogens, it is Q. Next, only 1 alpha hydrogen like this CH3, CHOH. With respect to this OH group, it is alpha hydrogen only 1. This is R alcohol. And another one is 0 alpha hydrogens carbon, here CH3 and CH3 OH group. Here with respect to this OH group, it is alpha carbon without alpha hydrogens. Therefore, it is S alcohol. P alcohol, Q alcohol, R alcohol, S alcohol. Okay, these alcohols heated with copper, which one gives alkene? Here, methyl alcohol and ethyl alcohol, primary alcohols. Primary alcohols heating with copper, aldehyde formation. Secondary alcohols on heating with copper, ketone formation. But here tertiary alcohols on heating with copper, elimination reaction takes place to produce alkene. Okay, so therefore answer is yes, alcohol produces alkene. How it is? CH3 carbon, next here CH3, here also CH3 and OH group. It is on heating with copper at 300 degrees centigrade temperature. Dehydration takes place. So it gives CH3, here double bond, CH2 and CH3 plus water, H2O. Okay, its name is 1, 2, 3. So 2-methyl propene formation. 2-methyl propane. This is tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohols on heating with copper at 300 degrees centigrade temperature to produce 2-methyl propane. Okay, instead of substitution in this case, no, dehydrogenation, instead of dehydrogenation, here dehydration takes place. Okay, dehydration, removal of water to produce alkene. So which alcohol produces alkenes? Tertiary alcohols. Primary alcohols on heating with copper, aldehydes formation. Secondary alcohols on heating with copper, ketones formation. Tertiary alcohols on heating with copper, alkene formation, olefin formation. So answer is yes, alcohol, it produces 2-methyl propane, that is alkene formation. Okay, right. Next question is RCH2CH2OH. RCH2CH2OH is converted into RCH2 CH2COH by the following sequence of steps. Reagents required. Okay, here alcohol is converted into acid. Alcohol is converted into acids. Which of the following reagents are useful? Here options: PBr3, phosphorus tribromide, KCN, hydrolysis H3O plus. Okay, PBr3, KCN, hydrogen by platinum. Third option, KCN, water. And the fourth option is HCN, PBr3, H3O plus. Okay, these are the options given. Now, in this, reagent required is alcohol RCH2CH2OH or CH2CH2OH reacts with PBr3, phosphorus tribromide. Nucleophilic substitution reaction takes place. OH minus is replaced by bromine. So, RCH2CH2Br. Next, this alkyl halide reacts with KCN. Here also same, nucleophilic substitution reaction takes place to produce cyanide, RCH2CH2CN, cyanide. Cyanide hydrolysis, carboxylic acid formation, RCH2CH2COOH plus NH3 formation. This is carboxylic acid. RCH2CH2OH alcohol. Alcohol is converted into acid. Alcohol converted to acid. Now reagents required: PBr3, KCN and hydrolysis. So option 1. Here cyanide hydrolysis, already you know the cyanide hydrolysis, C triple bond N. This is cyanide. Cyanide upon hydrolysis, H2O, like this. What happened? Cyanide upon hydrolysis, this carbon is converted into acid, COOH, carboxylic acid, plus nitrogen combines with 3 hydrogen, it gives ammonia formation. Anywhere cyanide upon hydrolysis, it is produced by carboxylic acid and ammonia. Yes, this is important question. Right, and the next one is, how many primary saturated alcoholic isomers are possible for C5H11OH? C5H11OH. Okay, C5H11OH. For this alcohol, how many primary structure saturated alcohols? How many saturated alcohols are possible? How many saturated alcohols are possible? 5, 4, 2, 3. Options 5, 4, 2, 3. How many saturated primary alcohols? How many saturated primary alcohols are possible? Right. So here first one is saturated alcohol CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2OH. This is primary alcohol saturated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons, C5, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 2, 7 plus 2, 9 plus 3, 11. Second one is CH3, CH, CH3, here CH2, CH2OH. This is also primary alcohol. Next, CH3, CH3 carbon and CH3, CH3, here CH2OH. This is also primary alcohol. And fourth one is CH3, CH2, CH, okay, CH2 and CH, CH3, okay, CH, CH3, here CH, CH3 and this is CH2H. It is also primary alcohol. Only 4 structures are possible for C5H11OH. So answer is second option. C5H11OH is the molecular formula. For that molecular formula, how many primary saturated alcohols are possible? Only 4 primary saturated alcohols are possible. Okay, right. Next. Okay, next question is when phenyl magnesium bromide reacts with tertiary butyl alcohol, which of the following is formed? Phenyl magnesium bromide. Phenyl magnesium bromide is C6H5MgBr. Phenyl magnesium bromide on treatment with tertiary butyl alcohol. This is tertiary butyl alcohol. What is the product obtained in this reaction? Product obtained in the reaction. Your options: tertiary butyl methyl ether, tertiary butyl methyl ether, tertiary butyl methyl ether. Second option is benzene, and third one is tertiary butyl benzene, tertiary butyl benzene, and fourth one is phenol. Okay, phenyl magnesium bromide reacts with tertiary butyl alcohol. Now here phenyl magnesium bromide reacts with tertiary butyl alcohol. Here tertiary butyl alcohol, it is the active hydrogen containing compound. This active hydrogen is attached to the corresponding alkyl group of Grignard reagent. So this is C6H5, C6H5 plus 1 hydrogen, it gives C6H6. So formation of the product is benzene. Benzene formation takes place. Okay, and another one is next important one, CH3, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH, CH double bond CH, and CH2OH, CH2OH. In the presence of PCC, it gives A. What is A compound in this reaction? Okay, CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH, CH2OH, PCC, pyridium chlorochromate. Now this pyridium chlorochromate, in the presence of pyridium chlorochromate, only alcohol is converted into aldehyde in the presence of PCC. So therefore, the product obtained in this reaction is CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH, CHO. Aldehyde formation takes place. Okay, this is the product A in this reaction. Right. Next, another one is propane. Yes, and one more important question. Here C double bond O. Next is CH2 CO O C2H5. NaBH4 sodium borohydride. What is the product obtained in this reaction? This is keto group. It is a ester group. Ester and ketone. NaBH4 sodium borohydride is the reducing agent. So sodium borohydride reduces only ketones but not esters. Therefore, keto group is reduced to alcohol. So your product obtained in this reaction is your OH group and ester remains same, CH2 COO C2H5. That means only keto group is reduced to alcohol. Okay. Now in this case, ketone reduces to alcohol, secondary alcohol especially. Ketone reduces to secondary alcohol. This is important question. Okay students, in a given molecule, two functional groups are present, ketonic functional group and ester group. Ketone group is reduced to alcohol. A ester does not reduce it by NaBH4, sodium borohydride. Okay, and one more important question. Yes, next question is CH3 CH2 CH2 C double bond O CHO on treatment with NaBH4 sodium borohydride, product obtained in this reaction. Yes, now in this keto group is present and aldehyde is also present, ketone and aldehyde. In a given organic compound, two functional groups are present, aldehyde and ketone. NaBH4 is added to that molecule. Both aldehydes and ketones are reduced to alcohols. That's why here ketonic group is reduced to secondary alcohol CH3, CH2, CHOH, secondary alcohol, and aldehyde group is reduced to primary alcohol. This is aldehyde group, primary alcohol. Here ketone group is reduced to secondary alcohol. If ester is present in the given molecule, NaBH4 does not reduces the ester molecule, only it is reduces aldehydes and ketones. Okay, and one more important question. C6H5OH, C6H5OH plus CHCl3 chloroform plus NaOH gives rise to C6H4, CHO and ONA plus. The electrophile involved in this reaction. The electrophile involved in this reaction is. Okay, what is the name of this reaction? When phenol is treated with chloroform in the presence of alkali to produce salicylaldehyde, it is the salt of salicylaldehyde, orthohydroxybenzaldehyde, or phenoxide ion with Na plus. Okay, this reaction is called as Reimer-Tiemann reaction. It is a Reimer-Tiemann reaction. Reimer-Tiemann reaction. So, what type of electrophile involved in Reimer-Tiemann reaction? In this Reimer-Tiemann reaction, here products electrophiles are given like this: CCl2 dichlorocarbene, CCl3 minus, and CHO plus, and one more is CHCl2 plus. Okay, in this Reimer-Tiemann reaction, involving electrophile is dichlorocarbene. It is a dichlorocarbene neutral electrophile. It is a neutral electrophile dichlorocarbene. Yes, and one more reaction. Right, next question. Phenol with NaOH. Phenol with NaOH, sodium hydroxide, A compound. A reacts with CO2 and H plus. Here B compound. B reacts with acetic anhydride, AC2O by H plus, here C compound. Incorrect statement among the following is. Incorrect statement. First option is preparation of B from phenol is called as coal-base reaction. Okay, preparation of B from phenol is called as preparation of B. Preparation of B is coal-based reaction. B is steam volatile. B is steam volatile. C has free OH group. C has a free OH group of B. C has a free OH group of B. C can be used as analgesic. C can be used as analgesic. Okay, incorrect statement in this reaction. Yes, phenol reacts with NaOH, C6H5OH on treatment with sodium hydroxide. It gives sodium phenoxide formation. This is A. The sodium phenoxide reacts with carbon dioxide by H plus. It gives salicylic acid. Okay, salicylic acid. Salicylic acid reacts with acetic anhydride, AC2O. Acetic anhydride, acetyl salicylic acid. Formation of acetyl. This is acetyl COCH3. Acetyl salicylic acid. Acetyl salicylic acid. Acetyl salicylic acid, it is also called as aspirin. Acetyl salicylic acid is also called as aspirin. Yes, first one, preparation of B is coal-based reaction. This is correct statement. And B is steam volatile. Yes, due to the presence of intramolecular hydrogen bonding, it is steam volatile. C has free OH group. This is the C compound. In this absence of free OH group, therefore incorrect option is third one. And C is analgesic. Aspirin, it is used as a analgesic, antipyretic and anti-inflammatory drug. So that's why here incorrect statement is C has a free OH group. In this salicylic acid molecule, there is no free OH group. Therefore, third one is the incorrect statement. Yes, and one more important question. Yes, 1 mole of phenol is warmed with sodium metal. If we assume 100% yield, volume of hydrogen gas liberated STP is. Yes, 1 mole of phenol. 1 mole of phenol is C6H5OH. It is on treatment with sodium metal, warmed with sodium metal. It is produced by 100% yield. 100% yield means 100% product is obtained. In this reaction, volume of hydrogen gas liberated. What is the volume of hydrogen gas liberated at STP is? Okay, very simple question. When phenol is treated with sodium metal, it produces 100% yield or 100% product. Now in this reaction, how much volume of hydrogen gas will be liberated at STP condition? Now the equation is when phenol is treated with sodium metal Na. It gives sodium phenoxide ONA and liberation of half mole of hydrogen gas. Okay, this is phenol. Here sodium phenoxide formation. Let us assume here 100% yield is obtained. Now your hydrogen gas is liberated. Okay, how many moles of hydrogen gas is liberated in this one? Half mole of hydrogen gas liberated. Half mole gas liberated. Okay, so at STP condition, 1 mole of the gas is occupied by 22.4 liters. But here half mole of the gas means 11.2 liters. Only your half mole, therefore your volume releases in this one is 11.2 liters of hydrogen gas is released. If your hydrogen gas is released by 1 mole, according to STP condition, 1 mole means 22.4 liters. Okay, right. Next, another one is when benzene sulfonic acid and para-nitrophenol, are treated with NaHCO3, the gases released respectively. Here gases released respectively. Option 1 SO2 NO2 and SO2 NO, SO2 CO2, here CO2 and CO2. Now the question is benzene sulfonic acid SO3H, benzene sulfonic acid. Another one is para-nitrophenol. This is para-nitrophenol. Both are reacts with sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3. Here also NaHCO3. Okay, among these two reactions, released gases are benzene sulfonic acid with sodium bisulfate. The product obtained in this reaction is SO3Na plus water H2O and liberation of carbon dioxide gas, CO2 gas. In this case, para-nitrophenol reacts with sodium bicarbonate. It is also produced by phenoxide ion and liberation of CO2 gas. Okay, in both the cases, carbon dioxide is releases. Therefore, fourth option is correct option. Okay, once again, benzene sulfonic acid on treatment with sodium bisulfite, it gives carbon dioxide gas. Para-nitrophenol reacts with sodium bicarbonate, it gives CO2 gas. In both the cases, carbon dioxide gas is releases. Okay, CO2 gas releases.